Right, so, morning everybody, I hope we're all fit and well, no illness, injuries. Remember, take it at your own level, try and put alternatives in if anyone does need. But we'll get ourselves set up, ready to go. So we're standing nice and tall, tummy's drawn in, shoulders back, feet are set under your hips, hands down at your sides, and let's just wake up those senses, taking that little lean forwards and back, just to find our balance point. That's it. So it just helps us get to know our body, wakes everything up, we know where we are. Remember, if you think you're going to fall, you can take that little step just to stop yourself. Not had anybody fall over yet on camera, but it's always the first time. A couple more. And find that spot now where you're nicely balanced, so you're not falling forwards or back. And we'll set up that lower back, that spine, tilting that pelvis under. So put the curve in the back, then a little squeeze of the tummy as we come under. That's it. So hands on your hips, or one hand front behind, so you feel that pelvis rotate. So it loosens up that lower back, it sets us up. Finds that nice natural spine position. You can just soften your knees a little bit if you find that more comfortable. So a couple more times. That's it. And find that spot now where it should be nicely balanced, nicely set. And we're going to get those feet moving. So pedaling those feet, pushing the ball of the foot down into the ground. Arms join in, so it's just walking arms with that opposite arm, opposite leg. That's it. The more you think about that arm and leg action, the less likely you are to be able to walk normally. So just let them go. Good from the shoulder. Those arms are now coming up to about shoulder height. One pushing back, one lifting up. So we start to get that little stretch as we reach up. We can take that a little higher. We're going to bring it up, gradually reaching till we're all the way up, pushing both arms back. Start to get a really nice stretch. That's it. Couple more. And bringing that down, well done. Setting yourself, making sure those feet are still under hips, standing tall, hands up above the head, take it to the side, over the other way. So that body stays straight as if you're trapped between two panes of glass. So just reaching one side, then the other. A few more times, and we'll just take it further round. So on this next one, we're going to go round into that windmill. So come round in front, bringing it back up, change direction. Soften the knees if you need as you go through, so we can sweep it through. If you want a deeper stretch, keep those legs straighter. And hopefully finding that you're gradually getting lower on each one. So just sweeping that through. Nice and gentle. So if you were just about touching your toes first time, and you're now touching your mat, can you scrape the knuckles on the floor? As that back and those hamstrings warm up. That's it. Good. Keep that going. A few more. That's it. Do one more each way. Last one. And let's bring that down. Okay, so keeping those feet on the hips again. Just going to take that reach out. So we're still reaching fairly low to begin with, so about 45 degrees down. Then body straight to begin with. You're going to start to take that further out. So start to reach a bit further. Arms going out to about 90 degrees now. So coming out about shoulder height as we reach in. I'm going to just change it up a little bit now. As you reach, look at your fingers as you reach. So just starting to add a little bit of rotation. So we're going to reach slightly further back. So now trying to reach gently behind. A little bit more, reaching further back now. Just starting to rotate. And we're now going to rotate as far back as we can. So just got one arm at a time, looking behind us. That's it. Couple more. One more each way. That's it. And bringing that back to centre. Just let your balance come back. Might just got a little bit dizzy on that one. So when you stand with your feet slightly further apart, so probably shoulder width or just over, hands onto those hips, and we're just going to circle around. The aim is to keep your head still as the hips circle underneath. So the wider the circle, the more of a stretch we're going to get. And the other way, just rotate that round. That's it. Keeping that going, a few more. Good, last two. And bringing that back to centre. Okay, feet back in. Going to take the weight onto one leg. And we're just going to circle the other leg around. Again, aim is to stand as tall and still as we can. If you do need a bit of balance support with a piece of furniture or the wall, not a problem. Just try and keep that touch as light as you can. So we're working on improving that balance. We keep working on that balance and posture as we get older, less chance of falling over. That's it. A few more. Good, one more. And bring it back to centre, switch yourself over, taking the weight onto the other leg, and let's draw those circles again. So compare the two sides. Which side's easier to balance on? Are you better on this leg, or are you better on the other one? Normally it's the first leg that you balance better on. You tend to go for your stronger side first. That's it. So I'm a bit sad I do these sort of things while I'm in the kitchen waiting for the kettle or the microwave or something like that. I'll just be stood there, balanced on one leg, doing something silly. But good way to practice while you're waiting for a drink to make or something. Got a minute or two. That's it, a couple more. And bringing that back round to centre. Okay, getting those feet back now under hips. We're going to go into your squat. So from standing tall, just take that down, bringing it up. Wherever your arms naturally go. So whether that's coming forwards, up in front, or if your arms are doing the opposite and going back, doesn't matter. Whatever's comfortable for you, whatever's natural. We'll try and keep that head and chest up, so we're looking forwards. We're not looking down at the ground. Bum sticks out behind. That's it. Good, a few more times. So getting those legs nice and warm, nicely warmed up. Aiming for 90 degrees if we can, but if you can't get down that far, just do what you can. If it's just that little dip and up, absolutely fine. If you can hit that 90, fantastic. Good, two more. And we're going to bring that back up. Okay, taking those feet wider, we're going to turn the toes out, do about 45 degrees, and we're going to start with that plie squat. So we're just going to squat that down with those knees wide and up. Again, head and chest up, so we're always looking forwards. That's it, really good. Keeping that going, squatting down, pushing ourselves back up. So a few more, we're just going to change it up a little bit. So one more. This time, as we go down, we're going to take that reach out to the side. So we're going to squat and reach wide. That's it. So looking out to the hand. Again, just dropping down as far as you feel comfortable. If we're getting towards 90 degrees, fantastic. But wherever you can, that's great, that's your level. Good, couple more. Last one. And bringing that back in. Okay, so we're going to roll it down. So stand at the end of your mat if you're not already there. Feet under those hips, standing tall. Going to take those hands up, roll ourselves down, down towards the feet. We're going to unroll it, back up, reach it high. Excellent. Couple more times and we're going to add in the walk out. So this next one, when we get to the bottom, hands on the mat, walk yourself forwards, pause in that plank, then walk it back. So pause, walk it back, unroll up, reach high. So down, walk, pause, and back. Good, keeping that going, couple more. This time, as you walk out and pause, we're going to add a rock to each side. So down, walk out, rock it down, and back. So we'll do that a couple more times. One more, this time I want you to stop, we'll do the rock, but we'll stop there and not walk back. So down, rock, rock, back to centre, down onto those knees, sit back on your heels in your child's pose, stretching out that back and shoulders. And relax there, well done. Okay, we're going to start down on our fronts. So I want you to lay face down on the mat, legs extended, arms are going to be forwards. So face down on the floor. So we're going to start with like a breaststroke swim arm action. So we're laying forwards, and we're going to raise head and chest if we can, and then sweep the arms around till we touch behind your back. We're going to raise, touch, forwards and down. Off we go. And rest down. Lift, touch, forwards and down. If you do need to keep your head resting down and just do the arms, absolutely fine. Work to your level. So we'll do a couple more, and we're going to add a leg action in. So we're going to steal the leg action from our VW. We're going to do those heel taps. So we're going to do 1 breaststroke arm action to 8 heel taps. So we sweep round, forwards, down, lift the legs, tap those heels together for 8. Back to the arms. And we keep that pattern going. 1 arm action, 8 heel taps. Excellent, keep that going. We'll do 2 more of each. That's it, last set. And resting that down, well done. Okay, so we're going to bring ourselves up into a kneeling position. So it's come up into kneeling box, so your Superman position. But we're going to do slightly different. So we're starting in this kneeling box, but we're going to just extend 1 leg back. 1 leg straight, rest of us are still in the kneeling box. But what we're going to do is try and draw as much of a circle on the floor with our toes. So we're going to rotate to the side, and then right round behind it. So it comes round, ideally to 90 degrees, sweeps round as far as it can to the other side. Body stays straight in that box position, just that 1 leg moving. So you're just tracing a circle on or just above the floor with your big toe. But you want to be keeping that tea tray balanced on your back. So keeping the rotation of your body to an absolute minimum. That's it, really. Good, couple more. And bring that back in. Have a little stretch if you need. And we're going to change legs. So staying in that box, extend the other leg back. Toe just touching the floor or hovering just off. And we'll do those circles again. So to 90 degrees, sweeping as far round as you can. But the aim is we keep that back as flat as possible. That's it. So we're keeping that going. Drawing that nice circle around. Excellent. 2 more. And bringing that back in. Well done. Just release the wrists for a few seconds if you need. Ease those out. We're going to go back into that Superman. We're going to start with a standard Superman movement. So one arm forward, opposite leg back. Off we go. So extend, back in. So remember, to get flat, you'll want your arms slightly higher than you think and your legs slightly lower than you think. Keeping those hips and shoulders level, back nice and flat. Balancing those drinks on our back. That's it, keep it going, a few more. Really focus on that technique. Keeping the simplest version of the exercise. So real technique focus. Getting that long, flat back. Keeping the head in line with the spine. Arms and shoulders nice and straight. Not lifting the leg too high. If you've got your camera on, you can have a quick check if you can see yourself. It's really easy to get that leg going too high. We want to be aiming for a straight line along our back. Good, 2 more. And bring that back in, release those hands. Rotate those wrists out. Okay, so this time, we're going to start up in like that pike position. So hands and feet on the mat, bum up in the air, making that pyramid shape. We're going to rotate the hips through and back on. So when we're ready, hands back down on the mat. So if you do struggle with this one, just pop an alternative in, go back to Superman, or work from your knees, whatever you find easier. So So we're going to start in that sort of downward dog pyramid position. We're going to rotate through, looking up, rotate back, look down. So if you do need to work from your knees, we can do the same exercise, rotating through, simplifying. So that's your modification. If you keep the full exercise, fantastic. So we're just going to add a second variation. So we're going to lift, we're going to rock, rock, centre and down. Up, rock, rock, centre, rotate through. Excellent, keep that going. Couple more. Last one. And bring it back up. Have a little stretch. Ease out that back. Excellent, well done. Okay, we're going to go over onto our sides. So I want you to lay extended out on your side, arm under the head, other hand in front for balance. So let's lay it out. Nice and long. On that hip, try to draw the waist away from the floor. Legs straight, just off the floor if you can. But if you do need to rest them down, not a problem. Hand in front for balance. If you want a real challenge, you can take that away. So start position, we're just going to single leg lift. So we're going to do a few repetitions and then change it up. So we're just going to get that movement, work on our balance, make sure we're set. And we're going to add in some leg circles. So next time we lift the leg, we're going to rotate 3 times forward. So 1, 2, 3, and down. Then it's lift, 3 backwards. 1, 2, 3, and down. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, down, backwards. 1, 2, 3, and down. Keep that pattern going. 1 step forwards, down, up, 1 step backwards. Good, keep that moving. Up, forwards, 2, 3, down, up, backwards, 2, 3, and down. 1 more of each. Up, forwards, 2, 3, and down. Up, backwards, 2, 3, and down. Well done. Rest up. Okay, so while we're laid, bring the arm out 90 degrees to your body. Bend those knees up, other hand on top. So we're going to do the open door, but we're going to do it with the rotation around the head. So we're going to sweep that top hand along the floor, around your back, bringing it back through and together. So we're sweeping around, let your eyes follow your hand. So we're looking at the hand as much as we can. That's it. Good, really nice and open shoulder. Lovely stretch halfway through. Good, 2 more. That's it. And bring that round together. Okay, roll yourself over, I'll spin round. And we're going to do exactly the same again. So let's start extended out on that hip, hips stacked, one on top of the other. Drawing that waist away from the mat, legs slightly off the ground if you can. If you do need to rest your bottom leg down, not a problem. And start with that single leg lift. Just gets the muscle going, gets us into that movement pattern. That's it, a couple more. Then we're going to add those circles. So we're going to lift and forwards, 2, 3, down. Lift and backwards, 2, 3, down. Keep that going. Fantastic, well done, keep it up. That's it, a few more. It's like the old fruit pastel challenge this. Who can do this without the tongue drawing circles on the back of your teeth? And now I've said that, everybody's thinking about it and they can't stop doing it. Good, one more each way. Last ones. And rest that down. Great, bending those knees up. Arm out at 90 degrees to the body. Let's trace that circle around the head. Bringing it back. That's it, drawing that line on the ground. Really there, stretch and loosen and open up of the shoulder. That's it. That's excellent, well done. Keeping that going. Few more. Good, two more. Excellent, one more. And we're bringing that back round together. Excellent. Okay, we're going to go over onto our backs now. So we're going to start with a toe tap. So we're laid back on our backs. We're going to bring those feet to tabletop. So we're going to start just with the leg action, and then we're going to put in an amended arm action that I still find really confusing. So we could have fun with this one. So let's just start with a toe tap. Just tapping that toe down. So we keep the bend in the knee, we pivot at the hip. Just tap that toe down. So that 90-degree bend stays all the time. That's it. Try not to let that arch overextend in the back. Keeping it pressed down towards the floor. You may still have a curve there if that's the natural shape of your spine, but try not to let that overextend. Okay, a couple more. And bring those knees back up. So this time we're going to add the arms, but we're going to change it up. So we're going to keep your upper arm parallel to the floor and your arms bent at 90 degrees. So instead of the arm going back, we're going to extend the opposite one forward. So left leg, right arm. So we're going to extend and up. Right leg, left arm. For some reason I find this far more confusing than I'm going backwards. We're expecting a brain tester at this time in the morning. That's it. I had a little practice of this before we started. I was all over the place. That's it. A few more. Good. One more each side. And bringing that in. A little stretch if we need. Okay, so we're going to go back to tabletop, but we're going to keep our hands on the floor and just keep our feet up. So here, all we're going to do is we're going to extend one leg straight if we can. Bring it in. Extend. So we always come back to that 90-degree tabletop in between. That's it. If you do find that really difficult, we can make it a leg slide. So that's your lower level alternative, is just bringing it in. But if you can, do it from high, one leg at a time. That's it. Excellent. Making sure we're engaging that core. Stopping that arch, overextending in the back. That's it, a few more. Good, one more each leg. Bring that in, relax down, have another little stretch if we need. Okay, so bring yourself up to sit in. So we're going to sit up, back nice and straight, knees bent, sitting up tall, arms forwards. So pretend we're holding a football or something similar. We're just going to start with our roll back, so we're just going to gently curl it back, bring it up. That's it. Turning back, nice and steady back up. So we've got a few more, then we're just going to change it up. That's it. Good, two more. Bring that back up. So this time we're going to go into that archer movement. So as we go back, we're going to draw one hand back like we're drawing a bow, forwards as we come back. So let's sit back, we look at the hand that's drawing back, and up. So we're not sweeping wide, that hand stays in close as you're drawing your bow. That's good. Keep it going. A few more. do one more to each side. And bringing that back up. Excellent, well done. Okay, nearly there. One more exercise before we stretch it out. So sitting up, we're going to bring those feet in nice and close. So we're going to have your little balance challenge. So you want to be right in the middle of your mat. Bring your feet in, give those a little hug. We're going to roll ourselves back onto our shoulders, rock forwards, catch our weight on our bum without our feet hitting the ground. So when we're ready, take it back and up. Catch that weight without the feet hitting the ground. So sit balance. That's it. Excellent, keep going. That's it, a couple more. Last one. And hold. And relax that one there, well done. Okay, good. So sitting forward, let's extend those legs out, nice and long. Going to take that reach up above your head and try and get to those toes. If you can get hold of your toes, grab on. If not, your ankles, your knees, wherever you can get to. Have a good stretch. Okay. Then we're going to bring your leg up, but we're going to tuck your foot on the inside of your knee. Let your knee drop down. So we're going to reach for the foot again, but then we're going to rotate around one way. Then we bring it back and we go round the other way. Back to centre, switch over, extend the leg, bring that foot to the inside of the knee with your knee dropping out. So reach forwards and then rotate around and then sweep it back round to the other side. Bring it back to centre, both feet together. Let those knees drop out. And those knees drop down. Or pressing elbows into knees if you want to take the stretch further. That's it. Good. Relax the legs. Put your hands together, reach forwards. Slight bend in the elbows if you're reaching around the beach ball. Pulling those shoulder blades apart and then head down. Okay, relax. Take one hand high, going over. And bring that back under, going over with the other arm. It. Hands round into the small of the back, chest forwards, shoulder blades together, squeeze those shoulder blades together. That's it. Excellent. Slowly coming back up to our feet. So we're just standing tall. One foot back, giving that calf a gentle stretch. And then picking up that back foot. That's it, change over. opposite foot back, calf stretch, and then pick up that foot, stretching out the thigh, that's it, relax that down, feet nice and wide. Let's finish off with our usual reach for the sky. So we're going to sweep down, take it up one more time. Next one takes us up onto the toes and into that balance. Let's reach for the sky for 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Well done everybody, give yourselves a clap.